Night beginning to fall over Southern California, but the lights are shining bright here at the spectacular SoFi Stadium in metropolitan Los Angeles. Tonight, we've got a great Sunday night matchup on tap, as it'll be the Buffalo Bills taking on the LA Chargers.
The first 2 months of the regular season down. What will the final two bring us as we're off in Week 9?
And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line.
They go play action here on first down. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. Second down.
Well, this defense for the Chargers, they were very good last week in the win over New Orleans.
And as in any game, takeaways are always a big key. They're always discussed on defense. There's an emphasis there, and they came away with 3 interceptions in that game.
He'll try again with the arm here on second down.
Pass caught. It's Justin Shorter.
And he's got this almost to the 40 before going out.
22 yards on the catch and run, a first down.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
On first down, he'll drop to throw.
Got a man. That's Shorter.
And he's got room. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40.
Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
This is an offense that's near the bottom of the league in rushing, so defensively coming in, you've got to know you're going to see the ball in the air a lot. And that time, it's a completion and a first down on this opening drive.
So from Charger territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 36. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give them the yardage that they needed, but they really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game.
Options galore here. Second and a few inches.
They'll look to throw here.
And this throw incomplete. And the defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to third down.
Brandon, watching their tape from last week, I saw plenty of plays like we just saw there, forcing incompletions. It was key in their win last week. They're hoping the same thing happens this time out, too.
An incomplete pass on second down leads us to 3rd and inches. Looking to throw. Flushed out right. And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, first down.
Hadn't met a quarterback yet that didn't enter the league with a massive chip on his shoulder if he wasn't a first-round pick. They want to show the league that they made a big mistake. Determined to get the first down there, no hesitation at all to tuck it and go. I bet he would have tried running through their entire defense if it meant reaching that marker.
They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. Looking left side, it's complete. He's got it. It'll go down as a gain of 6, and it'll be second down.
Timing is so important on a route like this because he's going to line up out right and then cut straight across the field. I think the ball might have come out a count or two too late because by the time he was able to secure it, not much of a chance to turn it upfield.
Second and 4.
And he's got his man in stride, complete. Touchdown! A great effort there. His 11th touchdown of the year.
And the Bills put the Knights' first points on the board as they take the early lead. Extra point by Bass, up and good.
And that makes the score 7-0.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. Herbert and the Chargers now with a 1st and 10.
At their own 17-yard line.
Hey, Ram.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And that is incomplete.
That certainly appeared to be a play call where they were just trying to make second down, second and short. I think they thought the coverage was off a little bit more than it was. Nice job there pressing up on it and forcing the incompletion.
Now a 2nd and 10.
Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. And he'll find his man on the out route. That's Allen. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. We'll see what kind of mindset they have here offensively after giving up the touchdown on the opening drive.
And based on our time with them, prior to this game, I feel like they've got a good mindset going in. In fact, the discussion that we had with the coaching staff was, we may give up some points in this game, so our offense has to be ready each and every time to either equal or try and get us ahead and try and keep us ahead. This is their chance to respond to that first touchdown given up.
On the out route, he finds Johnston. And he is going to have the Chargers first down by a couple of yards as they're able to convert here on 3rd and 3. The Chargers at 5 and 3 now on the year. And they come in playing some pretty decent football, 5 and 3 over their last 8.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
They'll run for the first time with Isaiah Spiller.
And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. He was solid last week, over 100 yards in their victory on the ground. They want to get that going again.
Absolutely. What they also understand is that from week to week, it's not necessarily the same, but they want it to be, right? What they saw last week on the ground, they want to see in this game as well.
So not quite a first down just yet as they come up on 2nd and less than a yard.
And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. Good yardage as he rumbles for 24 and a first.
A couple of nice carries back-to-back here, establishing the ground game a bit.
Yeah, these aren't bare-bones runs now. I mean, they're getting substantial yardage, the kind of yards you're looking for, right? Let's go ahead and use a cliche. Stay ahead of the change, right? 5 or more yards each time, that's what you're looking for in setting a tone and getting your offensive line going.
Good sign on the opening drive. And a crossover out of bounds right at the 25. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a first down.
Well, he was a busy man out of the backfield a week. often, I have no doubt in my mind that he'll be a big part of the game plan here as well.
Play clock down to 2, and we get a signal and a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
Set. Hey, Ray. Set.
Herbert on first down now. Pass hauled in by Johnston.
And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
So they take the flag and the yardage that comes with it.
Set. Hey, Ray.
Herbert operating from the red zone.
Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And able to get this down inside the 15, either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds.
That will go as a pickup of 7 on the 7th play of the drive. Here's 2nd and 3.
5-9.
They go back to the ground with Spiller.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage.
It'll be a loss of a yard, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 4 coming up.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
This will be play number 9 of the drive here as they need 4 yards on 3rd down. Again, they run it with Spiller. And he will have the first down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. And just 4 yards on the pickup, but that's good enough to extend the drive. A stop there on 3rd. They could have held him to 3 on this opening drive. Now they have to bow their necks on 1st and goal.
And if I'm looking at this from the offense's point of view, that's a big-time pickup right there, and I go right at him with another momentum play. I go quickly and attack them because right now they probably have their heads down a little bit since they didn't stop him on 3rd down.
And he'll get about 4 there as he takes it from the 10 down to the 6. The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on 2nd and goal.
Let's go.
They'll try the air now with Herbert. He's got it. Touchdown, Chargers.
Isaiah Spiller
from 6 yards away.
And the Chargers are able to match the opening drive touchdown against them with one of their own.
Hopkins with the extra point, and we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away.
This taken in right around the goal line. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. Just the one misstep for them in the first half of the season. 7-1 is the record at the midway point. And in terms of whatever power rankings you want to go by, they're at or near the top of the list in terms of best teams in the National Football League.
And for me, in my little bit of rankings here, I've got them at the top. I know there's still 2 months to go, and we've seen teams get off to hot starts and then fade away due to injuries or the schedule or whatever. But unless there are a rash of injuries on this team, I'd be surprised if they aren't a 1st or a 2nd seed come playoff time.
They lose the yardage, and of course they also lose the down on the grounding call, and it's quickly 2nd and long. He'll look to throw. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Well, partner, guaranteed they approach this play with the idea of making up ground to to make third down manageable. Unfortunately, with that incompletion, right back where they started on the last snap. Now they need a big third down play in order to pick up the yardage needed.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Now back to throw.
Oh, and that is incomplete.
Against a team coming off a win just as your team did the previous week, you talk about being physical all game long. Sometimes being physical is just being on the spot and helping force the incompletion.
He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. Taken right around the 44. That'll go as a punt of 42, 7 on the return. And the Chargers will be set up pretty well as they take over in great field position.
Ready.
On 1st and 10, Herbert. And the Bills are going to get him as he goes down. And Nick Bosa so quick on the outside. He gets in there to bring him down.
And we all know how talented this guy is who's calling the signals for him. But even the best in the game, they can struggle against a good, cohesive zone coverage. Can't find a gap in the secondary quick enough, and he ends up taking a sack.
Here's Herbert now on 2nd down. Caught by Allen. And down he goes at the 49, a 3-yard pickup. You look at this Buffalo defense.
They were strong last week, CD, and that went over New England.
And I'm eager to see the game plan and trying to attack them this week, because when you take it away 4 times through interceptions, do you now decide that I can't throw the ball against this team and try and run it like crazy? Or do you challenge them? This is going to be fun.
These two teams all tied after one. Charger football to start quarter number 2 as they've got it with a 3rd down coming up. Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the 1st down and move the chains. Going to throw on 3rd down with Herbert. He gets this out to Spiller. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. Give him 15 yards on that one and a Charger 1st down.
But they certainly made a point of getting him involved in the passing game here in the 1st half. They must have seen something in the scouting that said, hey, we can capitalize on him getting the ball, possibly in the open field. And I think in the 2nd half, that may loosen up the defense a little bit to get the running game going back inside.
Let's go.
Herbert setting up to throw on 1st down. Throws left side, complete to Keenan Allen. And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And it's 2nd down. Running right, this is Spiller.
And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6.
And I think that's going to go down as no gain, but that doesn't seem fair for the effort that was presented on that play. That should go down as a loss. I know, I'm a defensive guy, but you got to like the play that was made.
He made a lot of those plays last week. He was AFC Defensive Player of the Week, picking up where he left off.
Allen, the man in motion right. He'll get it here on the jet sweep. Oh, this one may need to go back to the drawing board. He's going to be swallowed up right away.
It goes as a gain of 8 and moves the chains.
Well, we've seen running backs in today's NFL get involved in the passing game. Maybe it's about time more receivers like that get involved in the running game.
And that is something we are seeing more and more in this league, no question about it. That wasn't the biggest of gains, but it was enough to get them a 1st down. and it continues to test the defense. They have to think on every play about who might end up with the ball.
On 1st and 10 is Spiller.
And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
And that's exactly what you're looking for at the inside linebacker spot. Versatility. He can drop into coverage, or as he did on that last play, use his speed to get to the perimeter and knock the ball carrier for a loss.
Hey, OP. Set.
Right back to Spiller on 2nd down.
And he takes it in for a Charger touchdown.
Isaiah Spiller, his 5th rushing touchdown now on the year.
And the Chargers have taken the lead. Extra point good by Hopkins. And that makes the score 14-7. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
This fielded right at the goal line. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. And there, of course, was a lot of talk about this ball game coming into play. 2 division leaders in the AFC. Could this be a potential playoff preview down the line?
Yeah, and I think when you're talking about the talk about this game coming into play, you're talking about me because I blew up your phone all week prior to this one. I was so excited about this game because, to me, it's not out of the realm of possibility that these two teams see each other again down the road. I like this matchup. They match up very well against each other.
Second and 5. That complete to Shorter.
They'll give him 4 yards there, and that'll bring up what looks to be a 3rd and inches. Can't be more than a half a foot.
And we've seen him have success earlier on with the ball in his hands because he is a get it in space and make a play kind of a receiver. But that time, they closed on him quickly and held him to a short gain.
They'll run it. Here's Cook. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That's good for 21 yards and a 1st down. They'll drop to throw. And this turns into a nice gain with a slide at the end. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, 1st down. Well, Charles, in the past, a lot of people called this offense one-dimensional.
I think you did.
Well,
I think it was you.
I'll be honest, I did. I think the fan base is hoping with this young rookie that they can put some wrinkles in this offense like we just saw.
I think you're exactly right because we did have that discussion that what we've seen in the past from them, they needed to broaden, and they have done it here. Look at what he's bringing to their offense, and now as a defensive coordinator, you've got some extra work to do to prepare for him and their offense.
Now here's a pass on 1st down that's knocked away and incomplete.
He didn't just deny a big throw there. He broke that one up in the red zone. An excellent play, one that may help save points on the board when this drive is over.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Back to throw here. Forced out to his left. And he'll take this beyond the line of scrimmage as he slides to a hole. He'll wind up getting 4 there on his own, but it will leave him now with a 3rd down situation.
I certainly like what he did right there because he smartly wanted to avoid forcing anything downfield because nothing appeared to be open. Nice harmless slide there to avoid the big hit, and he gets a small gain on the play.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw.
He's got his target. That's complete. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. A great play there. His second touchdown of the game, giving him 12 on the season. And the Bills are within an extra point of tying up this ball game. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And we are tied at 14. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. The Charger drive about to get going. And, you know, it's certainly a lot of football left to play. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're in first place in their division, looking really good and looking to be a threat come January.
And are you one of those early holiday shoppers, partner? Are you one of those guys get your list done? Because I think about what every team has on their holiday shopping list right now. What's the number one goal? Make the playoffs. Number two, win your division. Number three, and I think the biggest goal of all, try to get the number one seed so you get that first round bye and ensure you don't have to go anywhere in January and hopefully get to the Super Bowl that way.
On second down, here's Herbert. Got an open man. It's Josh Palmer. And he'll be corralled right around the 34. It's his first catch, and it'll be good for 15 and a first down. Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. From the 34 now, here's first and 10.
Hey, ram. Crowd right.
A shotgun snap for Herbert. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
This is certainly a team that has proven it likes to target its backs through the air, and defensively, they were aware of that and certainly were prepared on that throw.
Second and 10. Give running right is Spiller. Officially nothing on that one, no gain, so they're left with still 10 to go on third down. So nothing there that time, and maybe you need to look to the O-line. They weren't able to create any space.
No, they weren't, and you know as well as I do, as many offensive line coaches we've ever met, I think that'll be addressed loudly when those guys get to the sideline.
And they're usually loud and big. Here's Herbert. Flush to his right. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. Herbert able to show his wheels as he gets the first.
Well, here's your first example of how this guy can beat you in more ways than one, because they took away his arm, but he was more than happy to dissect them with his legs for that first down pickup.
So after 2 first downs, they get another here. First and 10 at the 45.
5-9. Go.
From the shotgun, here's Herbert. Eluding the pressure right. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be second and a couple.
I do think it's fair to say that they were caught off guard a little bit when he decided not to throw it on first down. But give them credit, they recovered in time to deny him the first down yardage. But it's only second and short, so that run is still likely to lead to a new set of downs.
Now a second and 2. Now it's Herbert. Drops it underneath to Spiller. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
The defense was ready for the back to leak out and even had a second player waiting to double him up. If you're going to commit to doubling a back, You better prevent a completion, but give him credit. Extra determination, extra effort, turn it into a successful play.
They'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. 13 yards as they've got the connection working. His second catch in a row, first down.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon. And it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. At that time, they pick up the first down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going?
From the gun, a run by Spiller.
And he's in for a Charger touchdown.
Isaiah Spiller
On his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns.
and the Chargers have moved out in front.
Hopkins with the extra point, and the lead is now 21-14. The kick unit on here for the Chargers as they will send this one away.
Taken at the goal line. And he won't quite make it to the 25. And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. More from L.A. in a moment. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, and this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated. Certainly not the way they drew it up in the playbook, but that's why they love this guy back there. He sees things breaking down, and he's more than capable of finding an escape route and still getting a decent gain.
Now 2nd and 3.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And he'll just get rid of it. A misconnection there. He's had on just 50% of his passes thus far. That's not where you want to be.
Now you see the evolution of the game. You go back to the quarterbacks of old, 50% would be terrific because they threw the ball downfield almost every time they threw it. Now with the short passing game, you should be above 60% just to be in the average range.
So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to our 3rd and 3. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And that is incomplete, but a penalty flag coming in. This could be a first down. So instead of 4th down, first down.
Well, so much for winning the down you put a lot of emphasis on because 3rd down is key for offense and defense. Instead, you're going to stay on the field and start a new set of downs.
After the penalty, a fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10. He'll drop to throw. And the Chargers rush is going to get there. Down he goes. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. After the sack here, 2nd and 11. They're going to look to throw.
Here's one deep for Pickens.
And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
And they're not going to go quietly into this halftime break. They know they're in for a fight, So they're trying to make every possession count. They took the big shot there, but it winds up incomplete.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. They'll look to throw here. He's going to let it go again. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up fourth down.
That could be the stop this defense needed to get them back on track. They've been pretty well dissected by the offense here in the first half. After that possession, now they know that they can compete with this offense.
And likely time for one final play here in the half, so they will go for it on fourth down. They'll throw now on the final play. And this one is incomplete. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. So the Chargers will start the second half with the lead and the football as we're underway in the third quarter.
And the fair catch signaled for and taken, so they'll begin this third quarter from their 25-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going. But Charles, for them, pretty good first half on the ground. They had some success running the ball in quarters 1 and 2, and they've got the lead. Now a chance to expand upon that lead here with their first drive in the third quarter.
Yeah, and believe it or not, you and I have noticed that this great game of football.
Touchdown! Josh Palmer, his first touchdown on the year.
And the Chargers come right out of the locker room and score here in the opening minute of the third quarter.
Extra point good by Hopkins. And the lead now up to 14. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. They make their second half debut here, and things are looking a little bit tougher now. You give up the points there, Charles, that touchdown drive on the other side. So now it's a 2-score game here. Got to be careful.
They certainly do, and I'm just wondering at halftime if those guys just looked into each other's eyes and realized what they've got to get done and come out a little bit more charged up, because if they don't get some kind of points here, that next drive, that could make this a 3-possession game.
The result, only 4 yards there on the play, and that'll make it second down. He'll look to throw. Chargers able to get the pressure and bring him down. Kenneth Murray make that now 8 sacks for him on the season.
Partner, the Mike linebacker, the middle linebacker has so many different responsibilities. How excited do you think he was to get home with that blitz?
Yeah, he wants a sack. He got it. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. throw here out of the gun.
Working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
And he'll be corralled well upfield right around the 40-yard line. A big play there as they get the conversion on 3rd and 13. First down, here's the run with Cook. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
You've got to be impressed by that defensive front on reps like those. They were not being moved off the line, kept their shoulders square, and gave their teammates time to fight to the ball and limit that gain.
From the 42-yard line, here's a 2nd and 8.
The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. They'll roll him out right.
That's caught downfield by Pickens.
And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. A gain there of 30 big ones.
There's no doubt in my mind that not many guys in this league have had the impact that he's had here in the first half of the season. He's been a big play guy from the word go and continues to be one with another one right there.
They go play action here on first down.
The throw here right sideline falls incomplete.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Back to the ground, Cook.
And they're knocking on the door now as a good run there are going to take this to about the 10-yard line. $55 yards rushing for him now, and he's carried the ball just 5 times.
I'm okay with the call there. In fact, I actually like it. I know they're down a couple of scores, but the running game worked in that situation. I would continue to go in that direction.
They'll look to throw here on first down. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. What a difference a week makes. Last week he hit on over 80% of his passes. This week he's down under 50%. What do you see as the difference?
Well, I think we're used to seeing a drop. If someone's over 80%, they're not going to hold that number, not in this league. But a drop under 50%, that just tells me that the defense has spent a lot of extra time on game films and came up with a really good plan to try and chip away at his timing.
He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. Escaping the pressure right.
An off-balance throw there, and it's going to wind up incomplete.
I'm sure it was a tough halftime trying to figure out some strategy to get things going. Trailing by a lot when they went into the locker room. He's just trying every avenue to spark his team here to begin the 3rd quarter. Not a lot going on that play, though.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. Throwing the football, he's not as sharp as he was last week when he was over 70%. Right now, he's under 50%.
And that comes from extra game film, extra time. You know those guys watched him all week, saw how precise he was, and constructed a defense to try and chip away at that, and thus far they've been successful.
The 3 straight incompletions, they don't care. That hasn't dissuaded them. They're going to go for it on 4th. They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. He couldn't get the ball away on 4th and goal. And this 11-play drive is going to lead to nothing on the scoreboard. The Charger drive about to get going.
Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
From all the way up at the 38 now after a good start to the drive. Herbert now. He gets this out to Spiller. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. A 14-yard gain there as they look to improve this 14-point lead.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the 3rd quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
21.
On the handoff, Spiller.
Now he's loose again. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. They'll try the left side with Spiller. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45.
They did a really nice job there defensively. They strung the play out, didn't give him a cutback lane. On each play, you have guys what I call our BCR players. Guys are responsible for the bootleg, for the cutback, and for the reverse. They played that one perfectly.
And rode him right out of bounds.
59, 59.
Right back to Spiller on 2nd down.
And he'll take it across midfield and into Buffalo territory.
99 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here, because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
They'll need to get this to the 38. That's where the first down marker is here on 3rd. Here's Herbert. On the screen, complete to Spiller. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. Well, the screen gets 7, but it's not enough, and it'll be 4th down.
And that doesn't have to gain big yardage to be an impactful play, because if you can get those pass rushers second-guessing themselves that they might get hit with a screen, maybe you can wind up slowing them down just a step. And if you do that, that's a win for that play.
Too long for a field goal, too short to punt. That in-between range, and they'll go for it on 4th down. They snap it to Herbert.
Pass taken in by his big tight end.
And he gets it down a yard or two shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. And the drive stays in motion with a nice 8-yard pickup on 4th.
So they convert on fourth, and now from just outside the 30, here's 1st and 10. In motion right is Johnston.
Baylor Tigers. Baylor Tigers. Ready.
Straight ahead at Spiller.
And only able to get 2 here. Stopped at the 30.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
In motion right goes Allen.
Baylor Tigers. What is it?
Right back to Spiller on 2nd down.
4 yards on the pickup there as it'll leave him with a 3rd and about 4 more for 1st.
They're in a pretty good spot right now with a convincing lead. I think this is where they put on the boxing gloves, start to try and pound them into submission.
And the offensive line, they've controlled this game. I don't see why that trend would change now. This will be play number 9 of the drive here as they need 4 yards on 3rd down. One quarter remains here on a Sunday night. The Chargers on 3rd down. They have been superb. 5 for 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 4. Again on the ground. Again it's Spiller. And he will have a 1st down at about the 21-yard line. The gain of 4 that time as the drive continues.
I think there's a fatigue factor that's kicking in defensively. You know the will is still strong, but I think the offense is starting to bend it just a little bit, don't you?
Yeah, absolutely. It's looked that way. We'll see if they can continue this already strong drive.
Run. Run.
Out of the gun, a give to Spiller.
And he'll be taken down near the 20 at the 21. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
I'm sure that's going to be the formula. Just keep the ball on the ground. Keep that clock moving.
And when you have the lead this late in the game, above all, stay in bounds. Yes, take care of the football. Yes, gain yardage, but stay in bounds and let that clock tick.
Herbert. He's got his tight end McKinney right side complete.
And able to break 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard.
Run. Go.
The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this.
Run.
Herbert on 3rd down now. Flushed out right. They only got 2, but that was enough as they'll convert to make it 1st and goal.
Now that's a killer because